you need to get your doctorate so that you can move into teaching at the university level. And the department head at the time said, and you got 5 years to do it because I'm retiring. I'm smart enough to know that he wasn't saying, come get my job, but it was a challenge to say, if you want the type of sustainability in education as he had, that the best way, or really the only way to do it, was that I was going to have to take it another step forward and get a terminal degree. So when I returned, I said, I got to get started. And that's how I started working on my doctorate. And with my dissertation it takes me back to that 15, 16-year-old and having a supervisor, a boss who saw things in me that I didn't see. So when I finished my bachelor's degree and I told him, I know I'm a human resources person. You've taught me everything. I sat in on departments being unionized. He allowed me to sit in on sexual harassment situations. He was the epitome of a mentor. I said, but I got to keep going. I need to know operations so that I can be a general manager. That's what I wanted. And so I know I broke his heart probably because he truly taught me and mentored me. But when I was promoted to my first assistant manager position, I told him, I can't do this. I'm not ready. This isn't for me. Although I focused on people, I missed the whole operations. I'm so far behind. How can I manage people who know more about this to me? And he says, well, what do you know? I said, I know how to treat people. And he said, that's what they need. They'll show you how to operate, but you need to go in there and you need to treat people well. And so that stuck with me all the way until now I'm working on my dissertation. And I thought, I've got to share with people that one skill that will make you sustainable within the hospitality or hotel industry, and that's social intelligence. And I know everyone has heard about emotional intelligence. I've seen all sorts of journal articles and books and all of this information, workshops and classes, and it's been woven into different college and university programs, but nobody's talking about social intelligence. And to me, when I look at its definition, it is exactly what a general manager needs at a hotel because of the myriad of people that they interact with. It's not just employees. It's not just customers. They've got ownership. They've got the public. They've got vendors. And social intelligence says you can't just manage your emotions. You've got to be able to observe and be able to look at people's nonverbal behavior and know what their emotions are. But the second piece to that definition is you need to know how to act. What do? Are they mad enough to where they require an apology? Or are you just going to say, well, thank you for letting us know. Have a great day. That's the difference between having a customer who becomes more loyal because they got that apology and they come back, or that customer that leaves and then puts a negative review online, tells other people you don't want to go there. They did nothing. I didn't even get an apology. And so I am a champion of social intelligence being, if nothing else, because it encapsulates, is that a word? Encapsulates all the other skills that we say that people need in order to be a manager, interacting with other people. It includes emotional intelligence. It includes personal communications. It includes how to handle problems. It includes all of that. And so at that, once I graduated with my bachelor's, that's what my first boss was telling me. Use what you have, what we worked on for the last 4, 5, 6 years. Use your social intelligence. And so my dissertation was on, and I can't probably remember the full title, it was so long, but what I was able to prove is that someone with a high level of social intelligence will feel more comfortable in their role in the industry. And they call it person to vocation fit. So that person, that individual will feel fit for that role if they know how to handle it. And so that will then lead to a decrease in turnover in the industry. So they may have to keep going until they get into that one position that fits well, but they'll still be loyal to the industry. They won't go, oh, well, you know what? I didn't like being a front desk agent. I didn't like working as a restaurant server. They'll still stay in. They'll keep looking for that position that really is the epitome of a supervisory role for them over the years.
Fascinating. And I feel like it really applies to so many disciplines and industries.
It does. The service industry, I think. And I think because I remember, oh, wow, way, way long ago when I was working on my bachelor's degree, I remember one of my professors drawing a stick figure on the dry erase board, or it might have been a chalkboard, who knows? But they drew a stick figure, and then they drew lines to all of these people that one general manager had to communicate with. And I thought, oh, that's what your job is. Your employees are going to operate the hotel, but you need to communicate with them on what the goal is, what's the vision, what's the priorities. You need to be able to show them that you care. And by having social intelligence, you can do that because you'll know when they're having a rough day and how to react. You'll know when they're having a great day and how to react. You'll know when that vendor who's bringing in your Coca-Cola, you'll be able to observe how they're doing that day and how to react. And it just continues to allow you to build those relationships. And I think a testament to that is right now I am teaching a class for the very first time at my current place of employment on hospitality and tourism management. And every week I have a new and different guest speaker who is currently working in the industry. And my students are going, what? This person is the CEO of a city's tourism department. How do you know that person? And I go, well, actually, I've known this person for 15 years when they were the director of sales for a hotel. It's because of that social intelligence and those relationships that I built over the years that we're still, at the very least, Facebook friends. And so I believe it's been tested and tried by me, and I'm 100% support, if nothing else. We need to infuse social intelligence into our programs.
I love that you have framed that and the way you frame that up. It really speaks to networking, the power of people and relationships. We just need them.
We need it.
Yeah.
We need. And it's funny because even today on Facebook, if I put, when will I ever get my own hotel? Or I'm going to ditch that vision or that first dream or idea or whatever. I'll have people who will come out of the woodwork from high school who will say, because you're going to hire me as your construction worker. You're going to hire me for this. No,